Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Mason High School for this conference clash between the Mason Comets and the Princeton Vikings on Youth Night in Mason. Welcome, everybody. I am James Froelich with my broadcast partner, Alex Chamberlain. And Alex, this is a matchup between two teams that are really still trying to find their footing early in the season.
I totally agree with you, James. It's going to be a really exciting matchup today. The Mason Comets coming off a tough loss just yesterday, 12-2 against one of the best teams in Michigan. The Comets are finding their rhythm a little bit. They're getting their players, they're getting their starters, they're figuring their flow out. The Princeton Vikings off to a rough start to start the year, though. They are 0-2 in the GMC, 3-3 in total. Some star players on both sides, though, James. Would you agree?
Yeah, definitely. And as we take a look into the further GMC conference standings, we see Mason at number 3 at an overall 4-3 record, 2-0 in the conference. Princeton all the way down to 9 because they are 0-2 in the conference, haven't won yet. And we look at Mason, this is a big game for them as this is their star pitcher, Ben Hanley, starting on the mound tonight.
I'd agree with you. Ben Hanley, Kent State commit, phenomenal player, phenomenal athlete, and phenomenal person. This is going to be an exciting matchup today here, James, between the Princeton Vikings and the Mason Comets.
Yeah, and we see throughout the season he's played in 7 innings, 13 strikeouts. Princeton starting up to bat. That will be up for a ball.
You got to find your rhythm here early in the game. Ben Hanley coming off a little bit of injury.
Up for another ball. Count 2-0. In the box, number 3, Josh Davis, the senior for the Princeton Vikings.
So that pitch low. It'll be a 3-0 count to start the game.
That'll be right down the middle for a strike. First one of the game for Hanley.
So Hanley finds his pitch here.
That'll be outside for a ball, and that will be the first walk of the evening.
Now batting, second in the order, third baseman, number 9, Carson Curran.
The third baseman going up next.
As the Vikings start the game with a little bit of a break.
Number 9, Curran going for the bunt. That will be strike 1.
Got him on the check late. So it is a windy day here at Mason High School.
Hanley throws it to Vargo on the first base. Still safe.
No blood there.
He swings, foul ball.
That looked like it was coming at us for a second, James.
Almost. 0-2 is the count.
Carson Curran, decent players, got 3 runs this year.
Up top for a ball. Going for the steal, Davis. He gets the second, and he will stay after Davies couldn't quite get a hand on it there.
Phenomenal speed around the bases there. Davies just can't seem to handle it.
1-2 is the count. Swings and he misses. That is the first strikeout of the game for Ben Hanley.
Third for the Vikings.
Up to bat, number 8, Manuel Sanchez Gonzalez.
He was a second-team GMC player last year. Batting .444 on the year. 8 hits with 6 runs. Senior.
This past Wednesday in the Princeton Vikings 9-2 loss versus Oak Hills. He went 0 for 3, 1 strikeout and 1 walk. So this is going to be a game where he's going to really want to get into a bit of a rhythm early. Hanley taking his time.
Staring down the catcher as batter takes a second.
Call time again. Hanley tries to meet with the catcher, but Ump denies it. Trying to get the game going early. If I had to guess, Hanley's trying to wait for the wind to kind of slow down a little bit.
That would be the assumption. It's blown pretty hard here. That one is right down the middle. Worth the wait there, James.
Yeah. I mean, when we look at Ben Hanley, he's one of the best, if not the best pitcher in the state. So he's very smart with his decision making.
That one's
right down.
high.
Swing and a miss.
Lost his footing there for a second. Trying to get into a rhythm. He's batting up next, looking to get on. Looking to get on right after is number 2, Blake Dayton.
0-2 is the count, 1 out in this inning. He hits it, he loses the bat, goes deep right field. Davis going home.
And Josh Davis.
Gonzalez gets it to second. First run of the game for the Vikings.
There's the speed on Josh Davis as he broke his bat. Not Josh Davis breaking his bat, but Manuel Sanchez Gonzalez breaking the
Hitting for the
bat.
Vikings cleanup hitter, number 2 in the catcher, Blake Dayton.
As Blake Dayton, who leads these Princeton Vikings in hits, up to bat.
Number 2, Blake Dayton. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
Violent swing there from Blake Dayton. Almost hit the catcher.
Down, hit right to the center. Davies to Vargo for the second out. Gonzalez does get to third.
Batting 5th for the Vikings, right fielder, number
5th
1,
batter in
Colson
the
Wolf.
Vikings rotation, Colson Wolf, the lefty. While they are in scoring position with 2 outs left in the top of the first.
Him and his older brother.
Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
Him and his older brother, Grayson Wolf, tearing it up for the Princeton Vikings.
Hanley with another in the zone for strike 2. 0-2 is the count with 2 outs. Hanley can close it right here. And it is a little high for a ball. First ball. Swing and a miss. Hanley is able to close out the first inning. Vikings get 1 run. Comets will be up 2 bat at the bottom of the first.
Just a reminder, concession stand is open right behind the press box. We have hot dogs, hamburgers, drinks, and
All right, our first item of business is a presentation, which is a swearing in of a new officer.
A Princeton mayor with Mr. and Mrs. Santa Claus.
Merry Christmas.
Himself inside the 10.
Touchdown, Marymount. From the top of the key, Anna Habra ties the score.
Welcome back to Mason High School in this matchup between the Princeton Vikings and the Mason Comets. Now in the bottom of the first, Sam Davies will be the leadoff hitter for the Comets. And the pitcher, starting pitcher for the Princeton Vikings, Camden Brodnaugh. 7 innings pitched throughout the season, 4 strikeouts. He's been decent for them this season.
Yeah, Camden started 2-0 in his first 2 starts. Looking to gain a third here as the stud pitcher takes on a tough hitter in Sam Davies. Number 4 stud for the Comets, committed to Lincoln Trail along with his teammate Liam Sander.
Yeah, and we look at Sam Davies. Last night he got his first home run on the season last night versus Orchard Lake St. Mary's. So he's going to want to really continue that streak a little bit tonight.
Following right behind him is Tyler Groff.
Leading off the bottom of the first for the Comets, shortstop, number 4, Sam Davies.
Yeah, and Sam Davies' overall stat line last night, he went 1 for 3, 1 home run and 2 RBIs. He's been a great player, great consistent player for them all season.
Yeah, he leads this team in runs with 11, which is fairly decent, as well as just being an overall leader for this team, bringing everybody up when things look down. You hear his voice in the hallways or in the locker room. You can just tell he's one of those type of people.
100%, and he will head up to his first at-bat of the night. And it is high for a ball. Down the middle for a strike. That ball looked a little high, came down. Perfect moment. Davies swings, center field goes up, and it will be caught by the center fielder.
Now batting for the Comets, number 13, second baseman, Tyler Groff.
Center fielder for the Princeton Vikings. Now up to bat, Tyler Groff, the second baseman. And it will be slightly outside for a ball.
Here's some motion with the fans. Didn't like that call.
Right inside for a strike. 1-1's the count with 1 out. It'll be low for another ball.
2-1 count here as Groff looks to take advantage.
Down the middle for a strike. 2-2's the count. Groff hits it down to the shortstop. Shortstop to first baseman. Second out.
Now batting third for the Comets.
And now Isaac Vargo up to bat. Last night against Orchard Lake, he went 1 for 3 with 1 stolen base. A little bit of a rough night.
It was a rough night for the Comets all the way around. They were playing one of the best teams up in Michigan, like I said earlier. Just looking to get a footing back in this GMC weather.
Down the middle for a strike in Vargo's first pitch. And Vargo will hit it up. Center fielder running for it, and it hits the back. Vargo going for two. And Vargo completes the double to start the game. Start his first at-bat.
Can't hit them all if you can't hit the first.
Batting cleanup for the Comets.
Say that for sure.
For sure.
Great play by Isaac Vargo there.
And Isaac Vargo, he's been a player this season that can really get doubles and even some triples at moments. He's a player that has the power to do so.
Liam Sanders steps to the batter's box, looking to follow up Isaac Vargo. So that one is
And
taken.
he'll hit it to the third baseman, to the first, and that's the third out for the Mason Comets. Comets do not get a run in this first inning. Princeton Vikings have done a great job on defense this past inning.
Princeton 1, Mason 0.
Vikings will be up to bat when we come back on ICRC-TV.
How do you know when you've made the right decision? It's the feeling you get in your gut. The one that tells you what's right or wrong. It's the one that says, sure, I can have a drink. Or the feeling that says, okay, I've been drinking. Now what? It's the voice inside you that says, I'm buzzed. Better leave the car when it's time to go. Plan ahead. Catch a sober ride. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
Welcome back to Mason High School, where the Mason Comets take on the Princeton Vikings. We are in the top of the second inning,
Off top of the second for the
as the
Vikings.
Princeton Vikings have an early lead, 1-0.
Joe Roberts.
James, this has been a defensive showing so far, but people are starting to get some more hits, as Isaac Vargo took that double in the bottom of the last inning. Looking to get their footing here on both sides.
Yeah, and early in the season, we've seen both teams really take it easy a little bit early in all their games, really trying to get a feel for the game, get a feel for how it's going to go. And especially with this weather tonight, it will be a little bit more rough on the batting side.
That has been Hanley's first pitch. Go just outside, starting off with a 1-0 count. So up to bat, number 13, Joe Roberts. He's a standout hitter. He's only a sophomore too, so he's got 2 more years to develop. As the Comets look to shut the Vikings out this inning. Swing and a miss there.
Yeah, and Joe Roberts, Wednesday in their 9-2 loss for Oak Hills, he went 1 for 4 with an RBI plus 1 strikeout.
Hanley. Pitch go low, but the swing there does make it a 2-2 count. Joe Roberts makes a Hail Mary of a run, but will not get there, as that is the first out of the second inning.
Yeah, and this Mason Comets defense, we've seen them do really well early in the season. They've really played a gauntlet of teams. They've played teams like Moeller. Like you said earlier, they played Michigan. Last night they played Orchard Lake St. Mary's up in Michigan. Some really tough schedule, but they've been able to keep it afloat so far this season.
I'd agree with you. As that ball goes low, umpire checked, but said it was a ball. We get a 1-1 count. 1 out for the Comets. Number 5, Corey Bonner Jr. Makes a violent swing there, but will not connect. He was first team GMC last year. Really stood out amongst the crowd. That ball will go foul. overall great hitter, overall great athlete, as he looks to get something going here for the Vikings in this second inning.
Yeah, Corey Bonner Jr., he's really been one of their most consistent hitters on this team, as in their last game, he went 2 for 2 with an RBI.
And this pitch goes high. Be a 2-2 count here in the second. Full count. As I do want to call out, it is Chase and Brett Gandard's birthday today over on the Mason Comets side. Wishing them a happy birthday. As a little scrambling, but will be safe, as it looked like there was some confusion with number 8, Isaac Vargo, and number 30, Ben Hanley.
Yeah, and in the sport of baseball, especially on the defensive side, miscommunication can definitely be a key factor. As we saw right there, gave him an easy run to play it safe. Gets him a man on first base.
Number 7, Grayson Wolf, senior and older brother of Colson Wolf. Takes 1 second to get a regrouping. Batting .500 this year. That one will pop out to Hanley. Over to Vargo, as that was a more clean exchange than the last one. As we have our second out of the inning. As the runner advanced to second base.
Kenny Pope is up to bat with a runner in scoring position with 2 outs.
So that one will go high, as Corey Bonner showed like he was going to run for a second over to third, but took it back at the last second. Kenny Pope looks to do something for his Vikings. That one will go near his feet. The 2-0 count with 2 outs remaining for the Comets. That one will be high as well. Ben Hanley putting himself in a tough spot. The ump talks over something with Kenny Pope. Hanley high. Ball 4 with no strikes.
Back to the top of the order.
As runners on first and second. As number 3, Josh Davis. The senior looks to make a statement and possibly get 3 home here. Haven't heard his name a lot all this year, but seemed to be a stud athlete. That one will slide into the bottom left corner of the strike zone.
You can see Davis right after that. He knew he really should have swung, as it was right down the middle.
Batting .462 on the year. So that will be a swing and a miss. But Vargo will drop. Fastball over to him at first. Kenny Pope is safe on first.
Very close there, too. I mean, the ball was just a little bit low. It was a little bit higher. Isaac Vargo getting a bit of a better catch on that. That could have definitely been an out to close this inning.
As This time will be taken by Kenny Pope. Sorry, Josh Davis, not Kenny Pope. That one leaks outside a little bit for Hanley. 1-2 count. Looking to maybe catch him with a ball outside or inside that just takes a swing on, but that one stays fair. And we got runners coming home. As Corey Bonner Jr. gets Princeton Vikings their second point of the evening.
What a great hit by Davis. I mean, he was able to get it right over Vargo's head, just get it right to the corner of the right field, able to get runner home and get another runner in scoring position.
As Kenny Pope sits on third, Josh Davis stays on first. We have number 9, Arson Karan. Looking to possibly send another one home here, as that one would be tipped off and chased down. Hanley's pitch swung and a miss. 0-2 count. As Hanley looks to shut this inning out with no more damage. That will be dropped into midfield as the Princeton Vikings looked like they were going to get something going there.
In the top of the second, they pick up another run,
but will end 2-0.
After 1.5, it's Princeton
heading
2
into
zero.
the bottom of the second, as we will take a short break on ICRC-TV.
Any kind of shells are permitted.
Deep left field.
Welcome to another edition of What's Going Down the Dale.
Welcome. You're listening to the Human Resource.
Yeah, well, does he fight?
Welcome back to Mason High School, where the Mason Comets take on the Princeton Vikings, as the Princeton Vikings have an early lead here going into the bottom of the second, as Chase Gantert, number 3 for the Mason Comets, looks to get them on the board. A little bit of a slow start here as they try to find their rhythm, both offensively and defensively. As in the top of the first and the second, they gave up 1 run each.
Something we've seen as a big factor throughout this game a little bit for both sides is the weather and it being windy. The wind has kind of calmed down as of recent, but still going to be a factor for the rest of the night, as we could possibly get some light rain heading in throughout this game.
As Coach Bly had a little bit of a word with the ump there, didn't seem too pleased. Be some emotion building up. That pitch will be low and outside. Gander. Looked like the same pitch, but that one deemed inside by the ump. 1-1 count. A swing out to right field, but will be caught We have our first out of the inning.
A lot of hits for the Comets heading to that center field area. Getting a lot of work today in the outfield.
Braden Johansson steps up to bat, number 28. Last year, he was not a huge factor in the varsity level, but this year is taking over. That ball will be outside. 1-0 count to start.
Something we've seen with Johansson too is that throughout the season, he's really emerged as one of their designated hitter options with his large amount of power.
That ball might have hit a car in the parking lot. Johansson looks to resettle here. 1-1 count. Swing and a miss from Johansson. Putting him at a 1-2 count. That one just foul by about a foot.
It was nearly a perfect hit for Johansson. Could have possibly gotten the double there.
It was a beautiful hit. Just snuck off as that one just sneaks outside. Almost a great catch from number 9, Carson Coran, out in the outfield. Sorry, at third base. That one's very off. Johansson. Swing to deep right field and will be caught for the second out of the bottom of the second.
Now batting for Mason, number 9, right fielder Grant O'Connor.
Grant O'Connor steps up to bat. Large frame, large build. Phenomenal hitter. Send it yard when he connects. That one is low and outside. O'Connor with a lot of focus right now. That is a swing and a miss. Great pitch there. But Camden Broadnax. And goes top right and will be a strike for the 1-2 count. Broadnax looks to shut them out. 3 hitters. As the Comets stay 2-0 down, we will be right back. ICRC-TV.
0.
Well, welcome back to Mason High School. Matchup between the Vikings and the Comets, and we are at the top of the 3rd inning. The Vikings up to bat. Their first hitter of this inning will be number 8, Manuel Sanchez Gonzalez, the senior. He's done a great job tonight. He got a double in the 1st inning. He has a lot of power, and he is one of the biggest hitters for this Princeton offense.
I'd agree with you, James. He also made a couple plays on defense that
Leading off
proved
top
why
of the third
he
inning for Princeton,
is a stud and why he was
great
second-team GMC
Manuel Sanchez Gonzalez.
last year, looking for first team this year.
Hanley, Ben Hanley still on the mound for the Comets. Top of the third. And it'll be right down the middle for a strike.
Great pitch by Hanley. Looking to get his speed up a little bit. He topped out at 96 last year.
That will hit the ground low right for a ball. 1-1 is the count. He will swing and it will tip off the bat for a foul ball, which will lead to a strike. 1-2 in the top of the third. And it will tip down off the bat again for another foul ball.
As these Comets look to get something going here, Vikings are knocking on the door saying, we're going to get our first win in the GMC tonight by making a statement early.
As Ben Hanley throws it low for another ball. And right down the middle, strike. And that will be his first strikeout of the inning.
Now hitting, number 2, Blake Dayton.
Up to bat, number 2, Blake Dayton. This past Wednesday in their game versus Oak Hills in their 9-2 loss, he went 2 for 3, 1 run and 1 walk. That will be up top for a ball for Hanley. 1-0 is the count with 1 out in the top of the third.
They've been moving Blake Dayton around a little bit this year, having him play catcher, first base. He can really do it all.
Looks like that last pitch will be low for a ball. Dayton will call time.
That one will be wide left. 3-0 count. That one will be called a strike a little late.
That one, Dayton will swing, tip off the bat for a foul ball.
Glad there's a net there, James.
Yes.
Someone back there is getting drilled by a baseball that would most likely not feel very good.
And he will swing and it'll tip down. Count will stay full.
As Hanley gets out of the hole a little bit. 3-0 count into a 3-2 count.
That will be a swing and a miss. Second strikeout of the inning. That will be 2 outs.
Great from Hanley there, coming back from the 3-0 count to striking him out.
For sure.
So we have Colson Wolf up to bat.
Already 1 strikeout for him on the night. That one will be a strike.
That one had some zip to it as his pitch.
He'll be
Hicks the batter. He will take first base. Look to be inside, a little bit of a wild pitch.
Now batting for the Vikings, number 13.
Don't think there was any intention there, though.
That will be the Vikings' first runner on base for the inning. And up to bat is number 13, Joe Roberts, the sophomore.
As Hanley has some good family blood in him with Jake Hanley out in Indiana.
Down the middle for a strike.
Looking to possibly join the MLB here in the next couple of years, as Ben looks to as well. That one is sent way right, and most likely hit the roof of the Mason Middle School building. I apologize.
He'll swing and a miss as it is high. That will be 3 strikeouts for Hanley in this inning. And we will be back on ICRC-TV for the bottom of the 3rd inning.
After 2.5, Princeton 2.
How do you know when you've made the right decision? It's the feeling you get in your gut. The one that tells you what's right or wrong. It's the one that says, sure, I can have a drink. Or the feeling that says, okay, I've been drinking. Now what? It's the voice inside you that says, I'm buzzed. Better leave the car when it's time to go. Plan ahead. Catch a sober ride. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
All right, our first item of business is a presentation, which is a swearing in of a new officer.
A Princeton mayor with Mr. and Mrs. Santa Claus.
Merry Christmas.
Princeton himself, inside the 10.
Touchdown, Marymount. From the top of the key, Anna Habra ties the score.
Welcome back to Mason High School. And we have this big GMC matchup between the Comets and the Vikings. Up to bat, number 10, Hudson Groppe. His first at-bat of the night in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Comets so far 1 hit on the night. That was Isaac Vargo with the double back in the 1st inning. Comets are going to want to start to get in a little bit of a rhythm starting now. That'll be low for a ball.
As Groppe shown out this year, not as much action last year, but getting into it. As Kelling looks to get ready for the Comets as well. Only a sophomore start football player as well.
He will fake the bunt, and it will be a ball, and that will be a walk for Groppe.
Now hitting center fielder, number 31, Jake Kelling.
As Jake Kelling's brother, Alex Kelling, played for the Mason Comets when they won state in 2024. Currently plays for the Ohio State Buckeyes.
Pitcher on the mound for the Vikings, Camden Broadnax, still hanging on in this game. He will run with the bunt, and it will tip off the bat. Strike.
As the ump takes a second to clean off home plate. Kelling gets his mind right.
0-1 is the count. He will fake the bunt, and it will go high for a ball. 1-1's the count, 0 outs for the Comets.
With some aggression in these pitches.
For sure, and Broadnax is someone who can be a little bit more aggressive with this pitching style. He will throw it over the box again for another ball.
There's a 2-1 count here in the bottom of the third.
That will be right down the middle for a strike.
So we have a 2-2 count here.
One runner on first base. He will swing. It will be up. Foul ball territory. And it will be a catch for the first out for the bottom of the third.
Back up to the top of the order, number 4.
The leadoff hitter back in the box, Sam Davies.
As Davies looks to make a little bit of a statement with the rough opening, but not too shabby on the year.
Looks like the Comets will switch runners. They will take off Groppe for number 21, Ryan Westerman.
With Westerman's speed, they can utilize stealing the bases as Davies looks to make a little bit of a statement here for the Comets as they're down early to what looked like to be the underdogs, the Princeton Vikings.
That will be low for a ball. The Comets still only with one hit on the night. Davis will take a huge swing, pop up. Second baseman will bring it down for the second out of the inning.
Now hitting number 13, Tyler Groff.
Up to hit for the Mason Comets, Tyler Groff, the second baseman. In the first inning, he had a quick out. Broadnax will throw it to first.
As Westerman gets back on first real quick.
And Groff will be hit by the pitch. And that's something the Comets do really well. They are a team that will do whatever they can to get on base in the easiest way possible. And that getting hit by a pitch is one of the easiest way to do so.
Stood his ground, did not move an inch. Looks to be pumping up Isaac Vargo when he was walking off there.
Coach Bly is a coach that really gets his team to a certain toughness level that just can't be matched by anyone else in the GMC. Vargo up to bat, 1-0 is the count with 2 outs in this bottom of the third. Isaac will hit it straight to the second baseman. He will throw it to second base to get Tyler Groff out. And that will be 3 outs. End of the third inning. And the Princeton Vikings will be back at the top of the fourth.
Princeton 2, Mason 0.
Love is a lesson that doesn't end. It knows no conditions, so you better buckle in. Love keeps you on your toes. It never stops, only grows. Love isn't easy. It's a commitment, especially when they're being their most resistant. Love is being prepared.
Welcome back to Mason High School in the battle between the Mason Comets and the Princeton Vikings, as the Comets find themselves in a little bit of a deficit here to start the fourth inning, down 2-0. Don't seem to have any sort of rhythm going as they look to flip that around. On the other side, we have the Princeton Vikings off to a hot start today, coming into this looking like a bit of underdogs, but putting the foot on the neck right now, just getting after them. As Hanley's pitch will stay in the strike zone. We have a 0-1 count to start as the ump calls time. As this has been a defensive showing so far. Some hits here and there, but nothing too crazy yet. So that one will drop in the strike zone for the second strike of this fourth inning.
Yeah, and you can see with Ben Hanley, he's starting to crank it up to more of an aggression in this fourth, really trying to keep up what he did last inning. Last inning, he got 3 strikeouts to immediately close that inning off.
As Hanley looks to keep that going, but 2 balls in a row will set him at a 2-2 count.
Looks like Hanley is settling in pretty well in his first home game of the season. Swing and a miss.
As Hanley gets his first strike of the fourth inning.
Now batting for the Vikings, number 7, Grayson Wolf.
As Grayson Wolf steps up to bat. Stud senior, brother on the team in Colson Wolf. Large frame. As that pitch goes low. Picked up by Grayson Wolf and tossed the ump. First baseman and pitcher tips that one just behind. Groff is right around the strike zone right now. Sorry, Hanley. As that one is deep into right field, being chased and caught. What a catch by Jake Kelling. Phenomenal play by the sophomore. Using his athleticism to chase that one down and dive for it.
Now we get the final ruling that it wasn't out. There was some confusion because after Kellen caught it, he dropped the ball, but he was in full possession. That will be 2 outs for the Comets.
You don't see that every day. The outfielder taking a dive for it. It's anything for your brothers out here, though.
That's how he plays the position. He plays center field with speed, because that is his best strength, and he does it very well.
As Hanley pitch will be popped up in the diamond, as that will be the 3rd out of the top of the 4th. As the Princeton Vikings up on the Comets 2-0. The Comets looking to change that. We'll be right back on ICRC-TV. out here in Mason High School with some athletic plays already. In the top of the fourth, Jake Kelling diving to make an out as the Princeton Vikings have a lead 2-0 over the Comets. The Comets looking to change that with Liam Sander up to bat. Jake Kelling making that phenomenal catch earlier, brother of Alex Kelling over at Ohio State University, star baseball player there. As our pitcher on the Princeton side, Camden Broadnax, 2-0 every time he started. Looking to gain a third here. Well, Liam Sander looks to take that away from him. As that ball goes low, Broadnax gets back into the inning here a little bit. So that one's called outside. 2-0 count to start. So that one is outside as well. All three start from Camden Broadnax. You'd assume this one is closer to the strike zone. Sander, phenomenal athlete as well, committed to Lincoln Trail. So that one's outside, called ball 4, as Sander takes his base.
Now hitting for the Comets, number 3, Chase.
Yeah, like we touched up on earlier, the Comets really love to do anything they can do to get on base, really no matter the cost. And we see right there, first walk in this inning.
Gandert takes the plate. Chase Gandert. As the birthday boy will watch that one go in the strike zone. It'll be an 0-1 count. And a hard hit, dropped by the first baseman, and dropped by the right center fielder. Josh Davis couldn't seem to connect with that one as we have a runner on first and second in Liam Sander and Chase Gander.
Great job by Gander right there, really just sticking with his speed and just going no matter the cost. And we see a little bit of a slip up by the second baseman, leading to a crucial run as now Johansson up to the plate while the Comets are in scoring position, 2 runners on bases.
Johansson showing bunt, but that ball will stay outside. It'll be a 1-0 count.
I think it is possible that we do see a sacrifice bunt here.
Sometimes you got to do what you got to do. As there it is with Johansson. Little trouble, but that will be called safe. I apologize. No, it will not.
He's happy with his bunt, though. He did a great job, and he almost got the save.
I saw the reaction from Johansson there. I thought he was safe. But that's just him following the team and following the heart of this program. It's not one, it's all of us. It's kind of the heart of the GMC as well. Every play is a battle. So that ball will be high by Broadnax.
Up to bat is Grant O'Connor.
And Grant has the chance to do something special here. Someone on first, second, and third. That ball is outside as the Comets look to get their first points of the evening with Grant O'Connor in the batter's box.
O'Connor last season got a home run against Princeton. Looking to try to replicate that status. He had a great game that game with a home run plus 4 RBIs. He could get 2 right here. 2 men on base, second and third. 1 out.
So that one is high as well. It'll be a 3-0 count with men on second and third.
Looks like we could be getting bases loaded with Groppe up as the 8th hitter in the Comet rotation.
So Connor looked to have a little confusion there with the ump. That ball is in the strike zone. It'll be a 3-1 count. Broadnax looks to regain what he was doing earlier. A bit of a hole here. Only one out. That ball is deep into center field and hits the back wall. That'll send 2 into home plate as Grant O'Connor flips this game right around.
Like I said, he could get 2 RBIs right there, and he just showed that his power could get the Comets runs. And now it is a 2-2 tied ball game in the 4th.
Now batting for the Comets, number 10, Hudson Groppe.
As we have Hudson Groppe up to bat to possibly follow Grant O'Connor. Great play there. A lot of power in there. So Groppe. Watch that one hit the strike zone from Broadnax. That one in the strike zone as well, as Broadnax is getting his feet together. Starting 0-2. You'd assume this one is a little outside to get him possibly swinging on it. So we have a tied ball game here in the bottom of the 4th. And a deep ball to right center. Will be caught as Grant O'Connor runs third and will get it. Some great athleticism from Grant O'Connor as the sacrificial out from Groppe. Give them 2 outs as Dylan Hyams, possibly the largest player on the Mason High School baseball team, steps up to the batter's box.
Looks like he's subbing in for Kelling here at the 9th batter in the rotation. Back to the Connor tag up. He did a very good job using his vision to get some speed, able to get third, 2 outs. He's gonna have to run no matter what here.
Hyams' first look of the evening will be a strike. Broadnax's pitch stays a little inside. Very close call from the ump. It goes ball. A 1-1 count. High ball there as well. Puts the count at 2-1. Hyams looking to get a hit here, but that ball will go low as well. Possibly sending Hyams to first with Grant O'Connor on third.
Great eye.
There's a high ball right next to the chest. Dylan Hyams will take first.
Top of the order, number 4, Sam Davies.
We are back, resetting the order. Back to Sam Davies. And Hyams will be subbed out by Kelling onto first. Subbing Hyams in to get that hitting guy there. And then you got Kelling on first with his speed. You could even see maybe a look to steal. Most likely not, though, due to the 2 outs already in play and Davies being a very consistent hitter for this team.
Yeah, with Chaim's large stature. Sam Davies will dribble one through the third and shortstop as Kelling takes second and Sam Davies takes first. And Grant O'Connor will score and the Comets will be up 3-2. Great hit there by Sam Davies.
Perfect hit. Got it right in between the third baseman and the shortstop. Got it to kind of bounce a little bit to kind of throw him off guard.
Almost looked like a golf punch shot there. Right through the trees. Mentioning golf, the Masters is on right now. As it seems Rory McIlroy currently leads the pack. As the Vikings look to resettle.
Manager Gino McGowan's heading up to Broadnax to just settle him down a little bit, ease him in. They have 2 outs. All you got to do is one more strikeout here with number 13, Groff, up to bat.
I think the weather down in Augusta is a little nicer than here.
A little bit. It's very windy, cloudy evening in Mason.
Groff watches that first one go outside. It'll be a 1-0 count. As we take a look over to our right, as we have a track meet going on at the same time. It's Groff, 1-0 count. That one will be way outside, 2-0 count here in the bottom of the fourth. That one looked high, but will be called a strike. As the second baseman and outfielder looks to tack on what they've been doing, and that one splits it as well as Kelling runs home, trotting away, and that will be 4 runs for the Comets in the 4th inning. As Kelling runs into a bit of a celebration here.
Same exact hit as Sam Davies, and still the Vikings could not get right on it. Gets right in between 2 again. And that will be another run for the Comets, and it looks like the Vikings will make a pitcher change.
We'll be right back on ICRC-TV.
Our first item of business is a presentation, which is a swearing in of a new officer.
A Princeton mayor with Mr. and Mrs. Santa Claus.
Merry Christmas.
Brings it himself inside the 10.
Touchdown, Marymount. From the top of the key, Anna Habra ties the score.
Our first item of business is a presentation, which is a swearing in of a new officer.
A Princeton mayor with Mr. and Mrs. Santa Claus.
Merry Christmas.
Brings it himself inside the 10.
Touchdown, Marymount. From the top of the key, Anna Habra ties the score.
Even the mighty might not see it coming. It's prediabetes, and it captures 1 in 3 adults. But you can escape. Take the 1-minute prediabetes risk test to know where you stand and prevent or delay type 2 diabetes. Be your own hero on smartphones everywhere at doihaveprediabetes.org.
Isaac Vargo.
We are back in Mason. CJ White, the sophomore, is the new pitcher for the Vikings. His first appearance of the season. Looking to start it off on the right foot. Throws it down for a ball. Up to bat for the Mason Comets, number 3 in the rotation, Isaac Vargo, the first baseman. "2-0 is the count with 2 outs.
As that one goes low, and Isaac Vargo watches that go by. It'll be a 3-0 count, looking to get runners on first, second, and third. So that one is high as well. As we have a full diamond here, with Liam Sander looking to clear it out.
Liam Sander.
Liam Sanders, third year on varsity for the Mason Comets.
As the Lincoln Trail commit watches that one sail into the strike zone for CJ White's first strike of this game. As that one tips high. Strike 2 for Liam Sander.
Sander is a guy that can definitely, he can unleash a lot of power into his swing.
Sander sends that one into the same exact spot as 2 runs come home. And Sam Davies and Tyler Groff. 6 runs for the Comets in this inning alone.
Number 3, Chase Danvers.
As Princeton's defense is starting to get worn out by these Comet players. This Chase Gander is in a great spot right now with Vargo and Sander both on base at first and second.
You can see Isaac Vargo taking a little bit of extra steps on the leadoff, looking to steal, but held back last second.
Looking to throw CJ White off a little bit. Vargo taking a side step as that one sent high and out of the park onto Mason Montgomery.
Isaac Vargo is a player who also has a great IQ for the sport of baseball, and he can tell that a younger pitcher he can definitely take advantage of.
Gander watches that one go in the strike zone for the second strike. And that will be a swing and a miss, and the third out in the bottom of the fourth. As these Comets gained 6 runs in 1 inning. The helps of a lot of players, including Jake Kelling, Dylan Hyams, and the rest of the pack. As the Comets are up 6-2 over the Princeton Vikings. We'll be right back on ICRC-TV.
How do you know when you've made the right decision? It's the feeling you get in your gut. The one that tells you what's right or wrong. It's the one that says, sure, I can have a drink. Or the feeling that says, Okay, I've been drinking. Now what? It's the voice inside you that says, I'm buzzed. Better leave the car when it's time to go. Plan ahead. Catch a sober ride. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
We are back in Mason High School, and we have a new pitcher for the Mason Comets. Ben Hanley is done for the day after 4 innings. We have Brett Gander, the birthday boy today, and during this season, his last showing, he played April 1st at Baden. He played 2.2 innings, 1 hit, 2 runs, 4 walks, and on that night, he's a pitcher that has definitely emerged into a starting role for this Comet team.
As the birthday boy looks to get something going.
Up to bat is the leadoff hitter, Josh Davis, number 3 for the Vikings. 1-0 is the count. Another one outside in the corner. 2-0. That won't be a little high. That will be another ball. 3-0 to start the night for Gander.
Brett just looks to get his footing a little bit. That one will be right down the middle for Brett.
Fun fact, Gander is the only left-handed pitcher on this Comet team. As we see another strike right there, he's able to climb back to get it to a full count. Davis calls time.
So that would have been a great pitch. That looked to be middle all the way. Davis looking to get a hit here.
Early full count, and he swings. He gets contact,
that one
right center
drop.
field.
As Josh Davis makes a little bit of a statement here, as the Vikings look to climb up a little bit of a hill that they put themselves in defensively. So that's a great hit there. Little backspin as he will take first base.
That is Davis's 3rd time on base tonight.
With Carson Coran up to bat. Hasn't done too much this evening. 2 outs already. Looking to change that around here in the 5th inning.
Gander throws it to Vargo. Attempt to get an out there, but Davis slides back to first. And Coran is a player who, he is a player that can ease into a game. That will be a strike. 1-1 is the count. 1 man on base in the top of the 5th. Right down the middle.
As both these teams sit at 500, one will fall below and one will advance above after tonight. As it looked like the Vikings we're going to take that home real early, but Comets showing who they are. Gandert takes one low. Swing and a miss from Camden Coran.
Yeah, and like you were talking about with the Comets are a team that can change the game in an instant. All they need is one inning to completely shift the momentum, as we saw this past inning with the 6th run. And up to bat is Manuel Sanchez-Gonzalez. That will be a ball.
And a name you won't be hearing tonight is Jaden Bekeet, out with an elbow injury until possibly the playoffs. West Virginia commit, star athlete. That one is high.
Gonzalez gets the hit into the parking lot.
Seen a few of those tonight.
See the wind start to pick up a little bit. We saw the wind was a little bit dead this past 2 innings, but starting to pick up a little bit more. That will be right up top of the box for a strike. 1-2 is the count with 1 out, 1 man on base for the Vikings.
A little bit of a controversial call there, as looked to be in the strike zone but not called by the ump.
He gets it up to left field, and Sander is able to get under it. 2 outs.
Liam Sander making a big impact in that 4th inning, getting 2 home. Makes the catch out in left center.
Dayton is up to bat for the Vikings with 2 outs in this top of the 5th. And the Vikings with 4 hits on the night, 1 error. They're going to really try to start to get back a little bit in a rhythm. Gander throws it right down for a strike.
Looks like that strike zone's a little higher tonight. That one is tipped at the net.
Yeah, and one thing you got to do as a hitter is really adjust to the umpire and how they are calling balls and strikes. And in the 5th inning, you're going to start to see some players either be a little bit more aggressive in their swing. He's able to swing it to the second baseman. Groff is able to throw it right to Vargo for the 3rd out of the top of the 5th. Comets will be back to hit when we come back to Mason High School on ICRC-TV.
All right, our first item of business is a presentation, which is a swearing in of a new officer.
A Princeton mayor with Mr. and Mrs. Santa Claus.
Merry Christmas.
Himself inside the 10. Touchdown, Marymount!
From the top of the key, Anna Habra ties the score.
Hate is loud. It gets clicks. It gets attention. Hate, however, is actually quite small. But love. Love is the majority. Love fills our hearts, our lives, our everyday.
How do you know when you've made the right decision? It's the feeling you get in your gut. The one that tells you what's right or wrong. It's the one that says, sure, I can have a drink. Or the feeling that says, okay, I've been drinking. Now what? It's the voice inside you that says, I'm buzzed. Better leave the car when it's time to go. Plan ahead. Catch it.
With no one on base.
Welcome back to Mason High School. The Mason Comets back up 2 hits. Joe Hansen will be the first hitter for the Comets in this inning.
As there was a power statement in the 4th inning as
Princeton Vikings catcher gets hurt
just injured
during
himself.
warm-ups.
There's a little frustration from him.
Looks like it will be shoulder as he's trying to warm up CJ White to prepare for this inning.
It's either shoulder or elbow as the trainer comes and checks him out for a second.
Looks like he fell down on it, kind of pulled it a little bit.
As we will take a look here at what happened. This took a little stumble there, but maybe threw his arm out a little bit.
Yeah, it looks like he's grabbing towards his right. Looks like he will stay in the game. Looks like he will shake it off. Ooh. A little bit of a low pitch right there. Not pitch, throw, excuse me.
Looks
trying to warm it up a little bit. He's gonna test it out a little bit more.
He looks to be all right, but obviously causing him some issues.
Yeah, he was able to throw some power right there, but
coach asks him, "Are you all right?" And of course he's going to say yes.
He's a very tough player for this Viking team, and as the Vikings, they need full strength here for the rest of this game as they are down currently by 4. In the Princeton bullpen, see some pitchers warming up. And we are off. Joe Hansen. First, it will be a strike for CJ White. A little bit low there for a ball. Joe Hansen, player with a lot of power for this Comet offense. Another reason why he's been one of the better designated hitter options for this team. And he just sends it long, and it will be foul ball. As first baseman, second baseman, and the right fielder all went for that ball there. None of them could quite get it with the wind. One, 2 will be the count. 0 outs in the bottom of the 5th. Comets with 5 hits on the night. That will be a very low pitch on the ground.
So that one got away from White there for a second.
2-2 is the count, and the Comets, they've done a very good job getting on base whenever and however they can. CJ White will throw it.
Oh.
Joe Hansen gets contact on it.
Hard struck ball, just leaks outside.
Joe Hansen, very aggressive swinger for the Comets. And he will, and that will be low for a ball. That one looked a little bit controversial there. That one could have been a strike down the middle.
And we were talking about it earlier. It's at higher strike zone today. As that one will go foul, as this is a long at-bat. Currently 7 pitches.
Johansson got it a little bit early on that last pitch. Full count, 0 outs. And Johansson will hit it right to the third baseman. And the first baseman drops it. It's on the ground.
He will take his next base over at second.
That'll be an automatic double for Braden Johansson.
As Johansson brings some energy into this team. Making a sacrificial play a few innings ago. So just now, getting double off of the error. Either way, phenomenal. As Johansson will switch out for number 51, Drew Miser. Looking for kind of a smaller, faster frame.
Yeah, anytime Johansson gets on base, usually gets switched out. Johansson, great hitter, able to get on base. And we see Miser, one of the faster players on this team. And the infield will have a little bit of a discussion. The Vikings manager, Gino McGowan's having a little bit of a talk with the umpire. And now he will head into his infield to have a little bit of a word with his pitcher. Looks like he will make a change. And we will be back on ICRC-TV coming up next.
For decades, I've taught you everything I know. How to safely build a fire, and how to control the flames. But I can only teach wildfire prevention. Only you can prevent wildfires.
Welcome back, and we have a new pitcher for the Princeton Vikings, Manuel Sanchez Gonzalez, the senior. He was just batting earlier in this game, having a little bit of an okay night. He had one double early in the first inning, then 2 outs after that, 1 strikeout, 1 pop-up. And he will come in from the bullpen to try to have a little bit of a change of scenery for this Princeton Vikings defense.
There's a little excitement in the Mason dugout right now. Might see some hitter changes here in a minute. As it looked like Chase Gatlin, a couple other guys were getting hyped up, like the one screaming there.
Grant O'Connor up to bat. Drew Miser on second. 0 outs. O'Connor will call time. You could see Gonzalez there really looking back and forth between second base and the batter. And it'll be way high for a ball.
That one almost struck O'Connor in the noggin. Those iconic Mason Comet pinstripe jerseys.
Swing and a miss right there for O'Connor. You could tell that he thought he had that there. 1-1 is the count in the bottom of the 5th inning. And
Hard
he will
swing.
get the hit up and back.
As that is another one in the parking lot.
A lot in the parking lot today.
Hope you parked far away. I'll say that for sure.
A lot of power on this Comet team, and there is a lot of power on this Princeton team too.
There's some big frames on these Comets. You got Grant O'Connor, you got Liam Sander, you got Dylan Hyams. Just a lot of guys that can get a lot of oomph into the ball. As that one is struck hard, but will fly out.
Right to the center fielder. Miser will stay on second. And up to bat, Hudson Groppe, the catcher. Transfer from Sycamore, in which there he was a 3-year starter. The senior having a pretty good year this year so far. Getting in the right foot as the main catcher option for the Comets.
Groppe adopting that role really well throughout this year. Still early to tell a little bit, but it seems to be a really high future for him with these Comets as they lead the Princeton Vikings 6-2.
First one was a strike. 0-1 is the count. Swing and a miss. Looked like that ball was a little bit low.
It's a little breaking ball. As Groppe looks to resettle here. As that one was high, right above the strike zone. 1-2 count.
You can see Gonzalez taking a big look at Miser. And that is right down the middle for a strike. Out.
That will be our first looking strikeout of the night from Groppe as Kelling steps up to the plate.
Hitting for the Comets, number 31, Jake Kelling.
Looks like Jake Kelling and Dylan Hyams are kind of going to go back and forth, at least of what we've seen so far. As the 9th batter in the rotation. In Kelling's first hit, it was an out. And in Hyams, it was a walk.
As Kelling takes time, he resettles in the batter's box.
And that will be outside for a ball. The outside right corner. Jake Kelling, the left-handed batter. 1-0 is the count. 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th. That will be way outside in the corner for another ball. 2-0.
Because Drew Miser has been standing on second for quite a while now. Kelling looks to possibly advance him. That one is high as well.
3-0 is the count. Looks like if you're Kelling here, you most likely will not swing unless it is right down the middle. He will fake the bunt, and it will be a ball. And he will get the walk on first base. 2 base runners for the Comets with 2 outs in this bottom of the 5th inning.
Some fans weren't happy with that call there. They thought Kelling went, but the up saw different as Sam Davies with an immaculate 4th inning looks to get another one here.
That will be a strike. 0-1. Gonzalez taking his time on the mound. You can see the second baseman.
So that one is drilled. Oh, wow.
They will call it safe, and Davies is able to get on first. As you can see, the second baseman there really thought that was done, and he was about to start running to the dugout.
So we're going to take another look here. And that is close.
Looks like he lifted his foot off the base, possibly.
So the call will stand. Full diamond here with Tyler Groff up to hit. That one will trickle.
That will be 3 outs. Comets with no runs in this bottom of the 5th. 6-2 is the score. We will be back with 6th inning action on ICRC after this break.
Deep left field.
Welcome to another edition of What's Going Down the Dale.
Welcome. You're listening to the Human Resource.
Yeah, well, easy fight.
First item of business is a presentation, which is a swearing in of a new officer.
A Princeton mayor with Mr. and Mrs. Santa Claus.
Merry Christmas. Himself inside the 10. Touchdown, Marymount.
From the top of the key, Anna Habra ties the score.
Hey, come on, Brooks. Right now, baby. We got to get it.
Welcome back to Mason High School, where the Mason Comets lead the Princeton Vikings 6-2, getting all of their runs in the 4th inning. As Gander looks to take mound here, get things going. So that one is right down the middle for Gander. The Vikings' only points of the night coming in the 1st and the 2nd inning. 1 run apiece. As a high slider does not connect with the strike zone.
The batter, Colson Wolf, already dealing with 2 strikeouts on the night.
That one is high flying right to Isaac Vargo, who will take that in. It'll be our first out of the top of the 6th.
Now hitting for Princeton, number 13, Joe Roberts.
As Joe Roberts steps up to the plate, looking to make a bit of an impact for these Vikings. As there will be a hitting change. It's number 21, Benji Tapia, senior, stepping up to bat. Place of Joe Roberts. Not sure what happened there. Looked like the coach had a bit of frustration, but
you could tell Roberts, I mean, he was ready to get in the box and start hitting. Just a little bit of a random switch there, but maybe the manager, McGowan's, saw something, saw a situation.
Vikings. Tapia. Swing and a miss. It'll be a 1-1 count. Gander. Good pitch there. He tips that one into the net in the back. It'll be a 1-2 count for the Vikings. As it's always a good rivalry between the Mason Comets and the Princeton Vikings. A swing and a miss there, and that will be the second out of the top of the 6th. Like I was saying earlier, it's always a good battle between the Mason Comets and the Princeton Vikings. Really, no matter what sport it's in. Football, it's always a great matchup. Baseball, wrestling, it doesn't matter. These two teams and these two schools just have great athletic performances all around.
100%. We saw some great battles in basketball this past winter.
As the Princeton Vikings took home the state championship for Division I in boys basketball. The girls almost closing in, but did not. So that one will be called a ball according to the ump. Had to check with the side judge. It's Groppe and Gander. To end this inning quickly, as that one is popped out and on to Mason Montgomery. And will fortunately miss a car, but not by a lot.
Always got to be careful when you're driving down Mason Montgomery in the middle of a Comet baseball game.
I'd agree with you.
(3-1) will be the count with 2 outs. We saw last inning, Gander was able to climb back to get it full count. See if he can do it again.
As the birthday boy gets the strike there to get a full count. Be a foul ball there. Caught by the third base coach. Thrown in pretty well. Until he played baseball back in the day.
Definitely. I mean, the manager, McGowan's, great one-hander right there.
That pitch is high and will send number 5 for the Princeton Vikings, Corey Bonner Jr. to first.
The hitter for the Vikings is number 7, Grayson Wolf.
As Grayson Wolf steps up to bat with a man on first, he looks to get Princeton out of a bit of a hole that they're in right now. That last pitch was a little low for the Comets. Strike there, little inside, but called it Mason's way. High pitch there from Gander. As the defensive squad for Mason looks to hold strong, while this Princeton Vikings offense looks to get out of a bit of a rabbit hole. So that pitch is high from Gander, looking to get his rhythm back a little bit.
Wind's starting to pick up a little bit more. Wind's kind of been on and off. No rain to be seen.
So that one is down and low. James, this has been a fun evening with you, watching these two teams battle it out. Some lead changes, some nice hits, some nice plays. As Grayson Wolf will advance to first, send Corey Bonner Jr. over to second.
Now hitting for the Vikings, number 4, Kenneth.
Yeah, like what you said, it's been a great game. It's been a very fun game between both of these teams. Early in the game, we saw Princeton with a quick 2 runs in the first 2 innings. And ever since, started to die down a little bit, and then the Comets just with a big switch that they flicked on and fourth inning, they just go straight up with 6 runs out of 5 hits throughout this game.
It's Gandert. Gandert's pitch is hit deep into left center field, as we will have a full diamond for the Princeton Vikings. This number 3, Josh Davis, has a chance to do something special for them.
Back to the top of the order.
Get them out of a bit of a rabbit hole that they're in right now. Two outs at the moment. Bases loaded.
Josh Davis already with a walk and 2 singles, one being an RBI on the night.
That one's high. Be a 1-0 count. Gandert maybe a little shaken from back on bases. Is that one right down the middle?
We're gonna have to see what Gandert tries to do here, whether he tries to go a little bit more aggressive or a little bit more conservative. That one will.
That one looked really high, but is called a strike. So it'll be a 1-2 count for Josh Davis.
Davis will call time. Yeah, and something we've seen with this umpire strike zone, like you mentioned earlier, a little bit higher than usual for some of these players.
Which is why you see some of the fans here getting a little frustrated. It's a 2-2 count here in the top of the 6th.
And in this game, as a batter, you gotta adjust to all conditions of each and every game that you play in.
That pitch is low, and it will be a full count in the top of the 6th with the bases loaded. 2 outs. Davis has a chance to get the Vikings right back into this game. As that one will be right down the middle. And the Mason Comets will not let that happen.
In the 6th for the Vikings, no runs.
Brett Gandert, great pitch, great execution. And we will be right back with you on ICRC-TV.
How do you know when you've made the right decision? It's the feeling you get in your gut. The one that tells you what's right or wrong. It's the one that says, sure, I can have a drink. Or the feeling that says, okay, I've been drinking. Now what? It's the voice inside you that says, I'm buzzed. Better leave the car when it's time to go. Plan ahead. Catch a sober ride. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
Even the mighty might not see it coming. It's prediabetes, and it captures 1 in 3 adults. But you can escape. Take the 1-minute prediabetes risk test to know where you stand and prevent or delay type 2 diabetes. Be your own hero on smartphones everywhere at doihaveprediabetes.org.
Off the bottom of the 6th inning.
Welcome back to Mason High School, where Isaac Vargo leads off for the Comets as they take on the Princeton Vikings. They're up 6-2 in the bottom of the 6th. First pitch, tipped, foul ball, will be strike 1, 0-1 count.
Vargo on the night with 1 double early in the 1st inning. Also got a single in the 5th.
So that one will be high and nearly hits Vargo right in the dome. The senior first baseman takes a swing and a miss there, but has a lot of power beneath him. Been working all offseason. Wittenberg commit. Stud of an athlete.
Yeah, he's a player that can really shake up a defense because he can play the ball wherever on the field.
So that one is called outside. It will be a 2-2 count. Vargo looking to get on base and extend this Comet lead. Well, these Vikings look to track Isaac Vargo's ball, but will make a diving catch. What a play by the outfielder. Number 11, Antonio Thomas.
That was an amazing catch right there. He was able to play that ball perfectly.
As we saw something similar in the fourth with Jake Kelling, but that one, both feet were off the ground there.
That was amazing. I mean, you look at Vargo's hit there, very low. So that means it went high, almost gone, but Thomas was able to just track that ball the whole way and just dive to get it.
So they will call that one on Sander as the Comets get one out in the bottom of the sixth here. Sander watches that one go through the middle of the strike zone. Vikings looking to patch the damage here a little bit. There's a swing and a miss, and a strikeout for Liam Sander as Chase Gander.
Now batting, number 3, Chase.
Like I mentioned earlier, the birthday boy, up to hit. As Manuel Sanchez Gonzalez has not done a horrible job maintaining these Comets.
Yeah, he's done well filling in.
Shut out the last inning there.
Yeah, he's done a great job during his time in this game.
So that one is outside. Gander is looking to get on base with Johansson to follow him, if possible. So that one is outside as well. As catcher and the pitcher come together to talk about it for a second. And you all right? Pitcher goes, I'm fantastic. I'm gonna throw a strike right here. That one is high. Gander takes the base. As these Vikings look to get out of a little bit of a deficit here, just trying to advance to the 7th. Johansson steps up to plate. Johansson gets called back by the ump for a second. One more out, and the Vikings are up to bat for the final time this evening. Going to regain 4, 5 strikes. So that one goes high. It'll be a 2-0 count here. As Johansson looks to get on base for the second time tonight off of an error double. Just an inning to go.
Yeah, like you said, the designated hitter tonight already with the sacrifice bunt to help his team in scoring position get those 6 runs, plus that double in the last inning.
That one is outside and will be ball 4. So Chase Gander takes second as Braden Johansson takes first. 2 on bases for the evening for the senior, number 28. As Grant O'Connor steps into the batter's box. Like we mentioned earlier, a lot of power beneath those legs. So the first pitch is outside.
O'Connor already with a double RBI on the night. He was able to show his power in that 4th inning. A big 4th inning.
Looking to maintain that right now. As that one dribbles by and not picked up. As Chase Gander rounds home and the Comets score their 7th run of the evening here in Mason, Ohio. As that dugout is going crazy.
It was a perfect hit by O'Connor right there. Really just get it right through the second baseman's hands.
Drove just through. As Hudson Groppe and the guys look to rally on it.
You can see the dugout for the Comets gang excited tonight.
This is Johansson on second, Grant O'Connor on first. Hudson Groppe tipped it into the catcher's mitt. Will be strike 1. It's that pitch. Skips by, and Braden Johansson rounds for home and will get there as they run their 2nd run of this inning, 8th on the night. Johansson gets a warm celebration from the dugout. As Kelling up to bat with Grant O'Connor on first. Hudson Groppe on first, Grant O'Connor on third.
Yeah, we saw O'Connor. He was kind of slow taking it with the second base, but he was able to speed right in to slide into third, get corners filled.
As lefty Jake Kelling up to bat. That pitch is low and inside. So that one skips over, but that one will be caught. And we will have our 3rd out of the inning as the Princeton Vikings have 1 inning left to possibly make up 7 runs here.
In the 6th inning for the Comets, they had 2 runs.
And we will be right back on ICRC-TV.
Welcome back to Mason High School for the possible final inning of this matchup between the Princeton Vikings and the Mason Comets. And what we've seen throughout this game as the Comets lead 8-2, 7 hits, 5 hits for the Princeton Vikings. Princeton trying to take the lead here, or else it will be a Comet win at home. Up to bat is second in the rotation, Carson Coran, number 9. And
Carson Coran sends one deep.
And he will take the single gladly, ripping it off the bat.
It's one hit at a time right now.
Really trying to swing this momentum, but like you said, it's one pitch, one hit at a time. And for the Comets, pitcher Brett Gander, it looks like he will attempt to close this one on his birthday. Up to bat is number 8, Manuel Sanchez Gonzalez.
He was finishing out pitching for the Vikings, the 5th and the 6th, letting up just 2 runs.
Count will start 2-0.
Brett Gander sends it straight down the middle. Great pitch there.
2-1 is the count, 0 outs in the top of the 7th inning.
Gander's pitch is low.
Coran chooses not to go to second. He will stay at first base.
Came to Coran's first hit of the evening. Bit of a surprise. He's had a decent year so far. Bit of a slow game, but sometimes they happen.
3-1 is the count. That'll be way high for a ball. And Gonzalez will be able to get on first. Coran on second. Up to bat, Blake Dayton, number 2. Hasn't gotten a hit on the night. He's looking to get a big shift in momentum with 1 runner in scoring position.
They have 2 on base right now. Blake Dayton from the Vikings watches that one go inside. Will be a 1-0 count to start. Catcher and first baseman. So that one is a high fly ball.
Will get the hit. And Groppe is able to go for it.
And keeps everybody on the same base too. Quick turnaround.
Great play by Groppe there, really just keeping his eye on it. As we take a look again. Groppe just
really close to that net.
Fully locking in on that ball. Making sure to get that free out. Up to bat, Colson Wolf for the Vikings.
So that
and
pitch
he
is
will
deep.
Take a big swing.
But it will be caught by Kelling as he rips it to second as we have 2 outs as the Comets 1 out away from their 3rd victory in the GMC. And will extend their record to 5-4 as Princeton Vikings at a possible 3-4 record.
Only 1 more out for Gander to close out with a win on his birthday versus a tough GMC opponent. Roberts up to the plate, the 6th batter in the rotation.
That one is called a little outside. Gander's pitch low. Like we said earlier, that strike zone is not as low as it probably should be, but that's the umpire's eye today. Sometimes you gotta do with what you have. That one is almost picked off by Davies.
And Roberts with one at-bat on the night, wild pitch out. Tried to head to first. Got a quick out off the wild pitch for the Comets. 2-0 is the count with 2 outs, 2 men on base, all of the 2s. Roberts will call time.
That one is tipped. It will be a strike, so it'll be a 2-1 count in the top of the 7th as the Comets look to close this one out.
And looking back on this game, the Comets have really done a great job on both sides. I mean, being able to overcome this weather very hard, but in that 4th inning, they just flicked the switch, and they were just able to be on fire that inning as Roberts will swing and miss. 2-2 is the count, 2 outs. This could possibly be the last pitch for Gander on the night.
Looking for a big birthday win as Gander takes another ball. It will be a full count as
both runners steal. Runners on 2nd and 3rd base.
Both in scoring position here, James.
There's a great opportunity here. If you can get a really good hit here, kind of get 2 men home. And that will be a swing and the miss. And the Comets close out this game in old Comet fashion. And this was just a great game between both teams. We saw the Comets kind of drift away early in the game, but they were able to pull off a big comeback and be able to completely pull away with the lead, 8-2 final score.
Yeah, it was a phenomenal game all around. It looked like the Comets were not going to come out with this one just from the slow start, but they pulled through in that 4th inning, getting 6 runs, and then 2 innings later, 2 more to tack onto it. Final score, 8-2 here at William Mason High School. Thank you, everybody, for joining us on this wonderful evening. Beautiful weather, as always, here in Ohio. Thank you guys very much. ICRC-TV.
Right by the Mason dugout.